Okay, I'm going to run through a few little areas of board stability in the prone paddling position. This is the area of surfing you'll spend the most time on the board, and it's very critical to be controlling the board under all circumstances in this position. So first thing is, obviously we start lying on the board. You don't want to have your chest on the board, so first thing is raise your chest up so that really only your upper abdominal muscles are touching. The second thing is use the weight of your legs on the tail. You've got 3/4 of your body on the board, and you want to use that weight for your advantage. Now we'll get to other techniques later where you're going to use that weight transfer to help you catch the waves, but at this point you want to have as much weight back as you possibly can, which is going to allow you to be further forward on your surfboards. You notice my legs are moving to allow a bit of weight so they can move around here. They should be in a position they can always be, I say, clapping like that. So if your knees are too wide, you won't be able to clap them together, and you'll probably end up being off the board. Now, you never want your knees out here. It's a very common position for people to end up in. As long as you have your knees close enough together, again, we don't want them touching, we don't want the legs squeezed together, we just want them a nice comfortable distance, pushing on the board, and then active part of the lower leg, which is allowing balance, combination with the arms and the whole body, so that we have full control of the board at all times. So the position we want is knees engaged, knees and that part of the leg engaged, pelvis raised off the board, and the chest on the board. What that's going to allow us to do is have a contact patch in this area and a contact patch in that area. That distance is going to allow us to transfer weight forward, transfer weight back when we need to, and give us full board control. And obviously side to side under paddling situations, that you can keep that contact patch down here and not have it in the middle. So once we've got the contact patch here, we really have full stability, and from this position we can start to just do a few practice exercises in putting our body deliberately off balance, and then seeing that we have control elements. I'm twisting through the torso, I'm levering force on my chest here, I'm levering force on my legs, and all that's allowing me to pull myself back into alignment. Now also back, I can arch back, I can go forward, I've released a little bit of pressure off the knees. So front, back, side to side, full control. And again, all because we have the legs engaged and the torso, lower part of the torso engaged, not the upper part, and having a maximal arch of the back, which will get our hands high for paddling and allow us to do more weight transfer forward when we need it to catch waves. So we're sort of going to be a little bit like a coiled spring in this position. Now again, this is where you need to be both comfortable in this position for control, and also doing some exercises in this position to build up strength, to allow yourself to hold this quite unique to surfing posture. Even if you're doing a lot of yoga and other working out, you probably will not have developed the back strength in this neck area. It's quite central to the spine, and this lower back area, because it really is very specific to surfing, this exercise. And a lot of other gym workouts will really neglect the muscle groups that are required to achieve this position. So if we just hold the position now, we can actually work it out by just subtle movements of the arms here, and I'm actually squeezing into the back there, between my shoulder blades, and really activating all those muscle groups. Now I've just raised my pelvis a little bit more, which is going to activate the lower back just that little bit more. And just some slight movements, have the hands rotated this way, have the hands rotated that way. You'll find it'll change the point at which you are feeling the pressure on the muscles around the spine. And you want to be comfortable in all these modalities. We'll work on some actual paddling techniques after this, but at the moment really it's just a question of building this strength. Now, as you're building the strength, I do encourage you to put yourself deliberately off balance, and just to get your body used to correcting that lack of balance, because the ocean is a dynamic place, and you'll find that you'll be moving all the time, and you're going to need to have that body adjustment.